Good morning and welcome to the show. This is the Daily Brief with me, Samuel Njoroge, on a Thursday that promises to be quite eventful in as far as the news is concerned. Today, we expect the President to be meeting Cabinet Secretaries, that is women Cabinet Secretaries. We also expect the Departmental Committee of Lands of Parliament to be vetting the nominees to the position of Chairperson and Commissioner to the National Lands Commission. That exercise commences at 9:30 today. It will be ongoing all the way till tomorrow, after which this particular committee will retreat to Mombasa for a report writing exercise. Welcome to the show, and you can use hashtag K24 Daily Brief at K24 TV at Sam W. Njoroge to talk to us in the course of today. Also, you can use our SMS platform, that is 21222. Now, on to our news diary as of now, where President Uhuru Kenyatta is today expected to officially open the 12th Commonwealth Women's Affairs Ministers meeting hosted by the Ministry of Public Service, Youth and Gender. The meeting, under the theme From Commitment to Action, Accelerating Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment for Sustainable Development, will be held today and tomorrow. It brings together women's affairs ministers from all the 53 Commonwealth member countries. Also happening today, the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Lands will this morning kick off the vetting of persons nominated for the appointment as chairperson and members of the National Lands Commission. First to appear before the MPs will be Gerishon Otachi, who is poised to take over as chair of the commission. Other notable nominees include former Nyeri Town Member of Parliament Esther Murugi and former Labour Cabinet Secretary, that is Kazungu Kambi, who will be vetted today. The exercise will end on Friday. Still in Parliament, the Committee of Transport, Public Works and Housing will this morning meet Cabinet Secretary in charge of Transport, James Macharia. The Cabinet Secretary is expected to answer a number of questions raised by various members of the National Assembly that are before the committee. And we've also been monitoring the Punguza Mizigo Bill initiative, where the Third Way Alliance Party is today meeting in Nairobi to set strategies on how to counter major setbacks suffered by the bill in recent days. The Murang'a County Assembly this week became the latest to reject the bill. Meanwhile, the Ekuru Aukot team has filed a suit against the Kirinyaga County Assembly, arguing that the process followed by the Assembly in rejecting the bill was unlawful. Tomorrow, the party takes its campaign to Mandera. And as far as Senate Mashinani is concerned, senators are still camping in Kitui as part of the Senate Mashinani initiative. The Senate's County Public Accounts and Investments Committee will today listen to Makueni Governor Professor Kivutha Kibwana, who is appearing before the team to shed light on a number of queries on county spending. The committee has meanwhile summoned Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua after he failed to appear for questioning yesterday over audit queries raised by the Auditor General's office. And still within the entry of Senate Mashinani, I beg your pardon, let's move on to other issues, where the Ministry of Trade is today launching a 64-page report titled Promoting SME Competitiveness in Kenya. The report details targeted solutions for inclusive growth published by the International Trade Center. Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya presided over the official launch of this particular initiative this morning in Nairobi. So again, what we also do right here on the show is engage our reporters who are currently on the ground, and they will be briefing us on how the news diary looks like from various regions in the country. And right now would like to establish two regions, that is Kisumu and Nakuru. Here is Baraka Karama, who will be taking charge of the news diary in Kisumu today, and we have Kigotho Mwangi, who will be doing the same from Nakuru. However, right now, let's bring in Baraka Karama. He's standing right outside the County Assembly of Kisumu, so your guess is as good as mine. Thank you so much, Baraka Karama. Kindly update us on how the Onyango Oloo impeachment story has developed this far.
Samuel, today I can say an easy calm has returned in this particular assembly. Remember, yesterday this particular assembly grounds was turned into a battlefield after MCAs and supporters allied to both camps, of course, clashed here. And you remember, police were forced to lob tear gas canisters in the air just to disperse the group that had attempted to ensure that the embattled Speaker Onyango Oloo makes his way into his office. But yesterday afternoon, of course, the MCAs rushed to seal his fate yet again, and of course that has been a major blow to him. Remember, yesterday 42 MCAs, we are told, that anonymously voted to impeach the county speaker Onyango Oloo. Remember, Onyango Oloo has been facing graft allegations, and of course the MCAs vowed to ensure that he does not step into this particular assembly until he clears his name. Actually, they say it was a decision by the ODM top brass that decided that he should step aside as he continues with the case. So right now I can say that an easy calm has returned in this particular assembly, and of course we expect in the afternoon the session to kick off. We spoke to the acting speaker Elisha Orara, who said that they're supposed to convene in the afternoon, but sources close to the embattled speaker also say that he's expected to go to court, maybe to fight the issue of his impeachment. Of course, is supposed to obtain a court order today, and of course we'll be on that bit just to try and give you an up-to-date information as far as that particular issue is concerned. Remember, the MCAs who were here yesterday said that they will not allow him to step into this particular assembly until he clears his name. And of course, Oloo also maintained that he has the right to continue serving as the speaker of this particular assembly, but going by the latest move where he was impeached yesterday, of course it will be interesting to see how things will unfold in this particular assembly as far as that particular issue is concerned. Of course, police are still manning this particular premise just to ensure that they combat any eventuality that of course might occur in this particular area. And of course we also seen youths allied to the acting speaker Elisha Orara also putting base here just to try and ensure that what they intend to achieve comes to pass. So of course I can confirm that there is an easy calm, although we don't know what will happen again, because we understand that he's supposed to go to court, and after that we don't know the next move that will follow. But going by the decision yesterday that the MCAs voted anonymously to impeach him, of course it will be interesting to see how things will unfold. That is one of the major stories that of course we are taking a critical look into. And the other story that of course we are focusing in is the strike by the health workers in this particular county. Remember, this is the second week where the health workers have down their tools, of course protesting or demanding their salaries, which they say are from the month of May. 2 days ago, of course, the Kisumu County Governor, Professor Peter Onyango, did make that passionate appeal for the health workers to ensure that they go back to work. But according to the Kenya National Union of Nurses official Secretary General Maurice Opeto, he said that they will not go back to work until their demands are met. Actually, they're still converging at the Jomo Kenyatta grounds before they make their way into the Prosperity House, where they are supposed to issue another memorandum to the Kisumu County Governor, Professor Peter Onyango. So right now I can say, as far as the health department is concerned, all operations have been paralyzed. Remember, yesterday we understand that 2 patients, actually kidney patients who were undergoing dialysis at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital, died. Reason being that there are no health workers and of course doctors and nurses to take care of the patients who go there on a daily basis. Remember, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital is one of the major hospitals in this particular area, where we see patients who come from far-flung areas who go there on a daily basis just to seek treatment. At the county hospital, the Kisumu County Hospital, of course, all wards are empty, all departments are under lock and key, and of course, patients who normally go there for treatment cannot receive their services, going by the striking, the strike that, of course, has seen operations being paralyzed. Remember, we are talking about over 4,000 workers across the 7 constituencies in Kisumu who have downed their tools, demanding their salaries. So we will be making a spot check on that particular issue, just to establish whether the county governor for Kisumu maybe will have a good news to the health workers. Remember, the CEC for Finance, Neeraj Shere, did say sometimes back that they were supposed to pay the striking workers some amount of money, but according to the union officials, they say up to now nothing has been paid. So we expect maybe by the passing of the budget. Remember, Kisumu County Assembly did pass the 11.2 billion budget. We may expect that going by that particular move, maybe a solution might be found to unlock these impairs. So of course it's quite a tricky situation. There's a stalemate and standoff. There's a stalemate in the county, of course, going by the striking. The strike of the workers, and of course there is also a standoff at the Kisumu County Assembly, going by the wrangles that we see that of course has seen the MCAs impeaching the County Assembly Speaker Onyango Oloo. So those are the key stories that of course we are focusing on, and of course we'll be able to give you an up-to-date information as far as those particular issues are concerned. But right now we'll be also making our spot check, and of course we'll be on that bit where we expect the embattled Speaker Onyango Oloo to go to court, maybe to fight the impeachment that was done yesterday by the members of this particular assembly. Back to you, Samuel.
Baraka, thank you so much for that update. Very quickly though, keeping up with the health sector, a week ago you reported to us that there was a shortage of drugs and basic medical equipment in health facilities in Kisumu. Has that situation improved this far? What level of attention has been given to it?
Well, we spoke to the director in charge of health, Dr. Dickens Onyango, who told us that the KEMSA, of course, the body that is mandated to supply drugs within all the medical facilities, of course, moved up with speed to ensure that they contain that particular situation. And right now, I can confirm that all the hospitals within this particular county, there is no shortage of drugs. And of course, the Ministry of Health, through the KEMSA, did supply drugs in various public facilities here, but as much as the drugs are there, services have been shut down because there's nobody to attend to patients. Actually, most of the hospitals have been shut down. So the drugs are there, but there are no services.
Thank you so much, Baraka Karama, for that update live from Kisumu County. What you can expect today is a follow-up of what exactly will be happening in Kisumu today. And we also expect a brief in as far as Onyango Oloo's impeachment is concerned. Baraka tells us there could be an attempt by Onyango Oloo to move to the courts to, fight for his tenure as the County Assembly Speaker of Kisumu. So that's what we will be following up for right here in right there in Kisumu. And would like to bring in Kegotho Mwangi, who's now joining us live from Nakuru with an update on what will be happening in this region today.
Sam Njoroge, indeed, we're coming to you live from the county number 32. That is the county of Nakuru, whereby we will be having a discussion around the runaway disorders in school and also in discipline cases that have been reported by both parents and teachers from students. We will also be focusing, our main focus will be on this week's and last week's videos posted by one of the students and people in a school. We will also be looking into matters as reported by K24 on Tuesday, whereby a young person was who alleged the teachers mishandled him in his genitalia. We'll also be looking into that. We will be having a panel of teachers and also parents and some students who are going to chip in into this. We will also be looking into matters to do with traveling and public service vehicle services in this town, whereby one of our own has been recognized by NTSA, that is National Transport and Safety Authority, by virtue of having very good services. We will also be looking into the structures of this county as we go into being a city. Do we have the right infrastructure as per the people living with disabilities? Do we have those infrastructure? Are our buildings able to accommodate people living with disabilities? And we will also be having a discussion around what they are going to be done. Also, I am informed that the ward representatives and the whole assembly in this county are not in. They have gone to benchmark in other cities so that they can be able to learn how a city is run, what is supposed to be there in a city, and what city status mean to them. That is what we have from Nakuru County. We will be right back after a short while discussing this and other issues. My name is Kigodo Mwangi. My camera person is John Wangombe. I take you back to Sam Njoroge as we continue with the day's brief.
Thank you, Kigotho Mwangi, for that update from Nakuru. You will be focusing on the transport sector, but also remember, all too important is that story you brought to us on Monday this week about that teacher who bullied a student, actually a pupil, a 12-year-old, because of not, buying examination revision papers, and would like to see whether or not you will be in a position to get the director of TSC in that region to shed light on what level of attention is being given to this particular matter. So we've heard from Kisumu, we've heard from Nakuru in terms of what we can expect from those two regions today. We've also updated you in as far as the news diary of the hour is concerned. So expect much more on these stories as the show continues, and you can participate in the course of the show by using the hashtag K24 Daily Brief at K24 TV at Sam W. Njoroge. You can also use our SMS platform, that is 21222, because also in the course of the show we shall be getting to understand what has been trending online for the last 24 hours and what factors have informed banter online in as far as various issues that are creating hashtags are concerned. Would like to take a break at this note. We return with much more in just a moment.